What up guys, Grumpy Jeff here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and we are diving right into one of the new Void Shadowkin champions, that is Genbo the Dishonored. A couple cool videos out there on him, but I thought I'd do a full-on guide and just give it a little Grumpy Jeff touch, because why not? Super cool looking champion, love the kind of chopped wings with the little metal things on there, the double swords, the kind of bird-like head tilts. Really cool. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive on in. Alright, so let's take a look at his kit here. On the A1, we have the attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit steals any increased attack buffs. Each hit also has a 30% chance of stealing one random buff. That increased attack buff steal can't be resisted. So you're really putting accuracy on him only for the 30% chance of stealing another random buff, which can be booked up to 50% chance. So that would be the only reason to dump accuracy into this one. On the next one, we have attacks all enemies, has an 80% chance of decreasing the duration of all buffs by 1 turn. This effect cannot be resisted on critical hits. So as long as he has enough crit rate, you don't have to book accuracy for this one. Jump over to the A3, sounds like a pretty cool move anyways. Places an increased crit rate buff, a 30% increased crit damage buff on this champion for 3 turns, then grants an extra turn. So with this one here, you don't need more than 70% crit rate. So you're going to have 1 turn where you can't hit, but after that, don't need any crit rate. Or anything over 70% crit rate, excuse me. So, you know, get them around 70, 80, whatever makes you feel comfortable, and then just know that this one's going to take them the rest of the way, so you can build them even more. You don't need accuracy, you don't need a ton of crit rate, and then on the passive we have immune to decrease attack debuffs and will ignore unkillable buffs when attacking under increase attack. That means you're going to want him with a Gorgrab or a Gorgorab. You could even put him with a Fanatic. He all of a sudden has a lot more utility. You know, obviously there's Arbiter. Definitely something you want to do if you're going after Skull Crowns and whatnot. And then a nice little aura of speed in the arena, just to let you know that's kind of what he's for. So, really cool. Like it. Again, none of them are booked. No masteries on them right now. So the gear-wise, we went for a relatively attainable attack build here. We have 253% crit damage on an 80% crit rate. You know, because he's going to buff himself up. 172 speed. Hopefully that's enough to work in the arena. We got attack at 4,156 and a health of 31,000 plus. So not a bad build at all. 84 accuracy just happens. You know, you get little accuracy buffs here and there, and then we have 85 accuracy just for here and there. So not a bad build at all. I'll just click on the pieces of gear so you can kind of just quickly see what's going on in all these pieces. There are some really nice crit rate rolls. This piece especially with a triple crit rate roll. This one's not that great. And this one's not fantastic either. So there you have it anyways. That is Genbo the Dishonored build, and we are going to jump right in and test the main stats. Alrighty guys, here we are doing the damage test right in Dragon's Lair like we usually like to. It's level 20 here. We're not going to use his A3 here like you normally would to get that extra crit rate, extra crit damage, because we have the extra crit damage already. So we're just going to go ahead and drop that A2 on this crew here. We got all our defenses down, our weakens, all that wonderful stuff is up. So let's see what we can do. So 70s, 80s, not bad. Not bad at all. We'll go through another round here. Speed everybody up and see if we can't get a solo hit on somebody. Don't need to leave that at 1. Alright. Go ahead and wipe out someone maybe. No, not quite. There we are. So we get our A1. We'll go ahead and take, let's take Horden right here. We got our decreased everything, and boom, here we go. 45, 44, so almost 100,000. Not bad at all. I mean, that's 90,000. So, and that's an unbooked, unmastered, everything. So, I mean, not bad. We'll go ahead and jump into the arena and see if we can't find ourselves a skull crown to kill. Be right. We'll jump there. Alrighty, here we are in the arena. Gonna go ahead and drop some defense, put some weakens out. Got our attack up. Ooh, that was a nasty little counter there. Go ahead and might as well increase that, get that extra crit damage. And let's see if, boom, we can just blow all these guys up here. That was huge. Skull Crown's unkillable. May have proc, but it didn't do anything. So, I mean, that's pretty darn awesome right there. Let's see here. We can kill her. Oh, it's block damage, not unkillable. That's what I was thinking, yeah. So that won't do anything. But yeah, I mean, those are some huge hits. Let's see what he does here. 10,000, 10,000. But no defense down, no nothing. So that's not too terrible. But Skull Crown, man, you can just tear her apart now. Just tear her apart. Take a quick look, see if there's another one out there. Nothing. No luck. I'm sure some of these teams have unkillable, you know, Swift Parry or whatever on there, but I don't need to go searching for it. Anyways, you can see in the arena, if you have one and he's all built out, you're going to destroy some Skull Crowns, so that's pretty awesome as well. But on to the next part. Okay, so now we're talking about the utility, and his utility is where he actually kind of falls off just a little bit because it's not as... And obviously he's not a support champion. He can be your arena nuker, as you saw. Obviously he could be your speed lead if you're short, and he can be kind of your debuffer. It's the one turn thing. Like if this was strip all of them, he'd be a legendary champion. But because it's just knocking down that duration by one, like if you're going against an immunity team in the arena, or you're going against Doom Tower, definitely where they're throwing up those buffs like crazy, this is really going to help. But it's not going to be the end-all, be-all. This isn't a strip by any means. It's just enough to kind of keep it going. Let's go see if he can be a wave killer for us. Let's pick one level out here real quick, and I'll jump right into it. Alright, so we'll see if he can clear the waves for him and kind of make way through here. But again, I don't really see him as like an overall support utility at all. He's going to be your attack champion. And he needs that other person in there to give him that kind of increased attack. Otherwise, he just loses his viability. Obviously, the speed tune here is not enough, so we lose our cold heart right off the bat. Yeah, so with that increased attack that he gets over here, not terrible. This is already kind of a lost team here just because of the dead cold heart. So maybe we ought to fix that up and try and do something else, but... Yeah, he's just not doing enough damage to kind of keep the other people at bay. We've already lost two, so he isn't going to be able to do that. Let me rebuild the team here real quick. We'll see if we can get him going. Started a little too quick, so here we go. Back on auto. We'll see if they can actually kind of give everybody what they need. He got his attack, increased crit damage, so there's some bigger hits there. Still, I just don't see it as being enough. See, now he's down. You definitely need to bring a reviver with him, or you need to bring, you know, someone shield champ, something like that. So we'll go ahead and make one small change. We'll try one more time here. Alright, so here we go. Got a little shield help, little revival help. Now we can see if he can actually be your kind of wave clearer. Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, the damage he does is decent enough. The void is going to make him useful everywhere. And obviously, if we were to step down here and drop him into, you know, any of the 18s, 16s, you know, that kind of range in the dungeons, he would definitely be good. The problem is if you're really up there super high, you know, we're talking dungeon 24, 25, you probably advanced enough in the game where you don't need him to be a wave clearer. And he's not doing enough damage to keep this team alive either. So I'm not going to say it's an OP built team. This team is very budget friendly. It's relatively free to play. You'd have to be a little lucky on some of your pulls to get it. That's why we run it like this. So, yeah, as a absolutely no masteries, nothing, anything like that, he isn't really going to add too much to your builds. He's got 31,000 health, but he's got no defense. So I could make him a defensive build and make him out to survival, but then his whole point is gone. He's built to slam. So let's go ahead and jump on to the next part here. Alright, so the real question is, do we book him? And let's just look at the pure numbers. You're already looking at 8 on his A1. Then you're looking at 5, A2, and you're looking at another 2 there. So 7, so you're looking at, what's that? Yeah, that's a ton. 15? Ugh. Yeah, there's nothing on the passive. So I would say yes at the moment. I mean, we're going to book him anyways, but I would definitely walk him in. You really just want the A1, A2. So let's go ahead and see if we can't walk him in real quick just to see what that does. I mean, this is neat. It's, if you really want to have that steal one random buff thing, cool. It just doesn't seem that important. You're going to get the increased attack, which can come off the clan boss if you're using him for a hitter there, which I don't really think that'd be a great idea, but anyways, let's go ahead and do it. Upgrade the skills here. We'll just plop in 6. Get our 6,000 points for the tournament. Alright, let's see where we're at here. Not bad. Got real lucky. 2 there. 1 there. So we just have to walk 1 book in. And we did it. Holy cow, we did it. That is nuts. That's exactly what you'd want to do. That is exactly what you want to do. Gosh, do I really want to throw these in there? That's the thing. You know what? So you guys can see it. I don't want to do this. Oops, I'm short on silver, so I guess I won't. I will. Hold on. So again, just to reiterate, I would not, if you got this exact pull here, I would not book these out. Because A1 does not need it. I'm lucky enough to get some free books. You know, I get some stuff here and there. And I have the books, so might as well pop them in there. Good for the video, good to show you guys what's actually going to be like. So there you go. There's a way overpowered that. So let's go ahead and dump masteries. Well, this champion's pretty easy when it comes to doing masteries. Gosh. You could go down the defensive route. Maybe go for something like this. Give him a little bit more defense. Even the flat defense might not be that bad of an idea, although maybe. We'll see. We'll build him out here real quick. Alright, so this is where we want. Yeah, we got a little bit of accuracy. I don't really care for that. It doesn't really matter. I wanted the lasting gifts so that his A3 there that grants the extra turn might have a chance to get that crit rate and that crit damage into 4 turns rather than the 3, which means it'll be ready to go on the end of the books again. Anyways, that's the thinking over here. Accuracy will help out a little bit on the A1. And then on our main thing, we want to go all the way down. We want to make him a first hit smasher. So we have our Ruthless Ambush. We have our Opportunist for the arena if I can sleep him, stun him, any of that kind of stuff, like Mashald or Prince Kaimar, anyone like that. It's going to give him that extra little taste of hit there. Then we got Kill Streak, obviously a nice solid one. We wanted the Helm Smasher. I want to ignore that defense. I'm already ignoring Unkillable, now I can ignore some defense. I want to make sure I'm putting champions down. So that's really the thought process behind that build. So let's go ahead and see if we can't find a good fight in the arena here first. Okay, I feel like I just fought this team earlier. I did a refresh, they popped back up. I don't know why, unless someone has the exact same team out there. I don't remember the name, I haven't checked the video or anything. But it seems just a touch suspicious. You know what, I'm gonna... had to get a different defense down weakened champion there. Otherwise, she would have woken them all up. So we'll go ahead and do that. Then we're gonna hit the sleep. Hopefully they don't all wake up. Didn't hit the sleep over here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and increase everything there. Put this on A1, and then we'll A2 the heck out of them. This should be pretty solid here. Boom, 190. I mean, that was a huge wipe. And that Skull Crown's unkillable. No thanks. Good night. Good night, champions. Holy cow, that was a good one. Let's see if we can find another skull crown in here. Not really seeing anybody. No unkillables. Let's try this one here. Why not? Just for fun, we'll throw one more at it. I don't know how this one's going to go, but he does have the proc that helps him put more damage against shields. So we'll see what that does. Not like it matters because we're wiping everything off with the sleep. Alright, so we'll go ahead and decrease it here. A1. Go A2. Boom. 150,000 on the miscreated monster. I mean, you're talking about massive smashes in the arena there. Massive smashing. So that's really, really solid. Awesome arena champ. You know, booked out. Definitely going to help out. Sorry, I didn't mean to claim that during the video. That's ridiculous. Anyways, we'll go over here to the dragon. We'll jump right back in there. And we will see what the difference is like here. So let's go ahead and jump in. Don't need to change out our defense down champion at all. I'll pause while I get this. Here we go. We got the A2. We already did the A3. Got them all procced with the extra crit rate to make sure. We're going to see what he does. Boom! Wiping out teams. A lot of extra damage. If I had the damage multiplier, I'd let you know. Unfortunately, it's not available to me at the moment. So, heavy hitter. Heavy hitter on that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and let him just go here so you can just get one round of regular old fighting with all these guys. And then we will jump over and see if his strength and his hits have gotten to the point where he can actually push through Fire Knight. And in case you're wondering, that Fire Knight team did win. It took 15 minutes. And I had to jump in at the very end to make sure they used the right move. But it did win. Alright, so there's some of that. Here he goes again. One last time. We'll do his... There you go. Boom. 140, 174,000. Those are some massive freaking hits. Alright, we'll jump over to Fire Knight. Real quick on the dragon. Here is his A2 on the dragon. 122,000. Not bad. Alright, we'll just pop it into auto and just see if he can kind of take out these teams a little bit more there. Big hits. I mean, that was 69,000 all the way up into, I think I saw a low 80 there. So definitely more damage. Boom, 15, 31. There's just no one in here that can do an unkillable. What I'm kind of thinking with a character like him is going into the faction wars for the Shadowkin. I kind of have a suspicion that they are going to have a stage that is going to have at least 1, 2, maybe even 3 man-eaters. That type of thing. I think they have a couple stage 20s and 21s where man-eaters do come into play, and you just kind of either have to lock them out or just kill them faster. So he may have some play in that. Obviously, in Doom Tower, there's unkillables all over the place, so definitely a champ you can throw in there, but he is kind of like the designated hitter in baseball, if you watch baseball or anything like that. Someone you call in off the bench for a very specific moment, and then they go back to the bench. He's that utility club. He's that extra little piece, that extra something. You know, he's the account takeover of teams. He's only there for a little teeny bit to fix one little thing, and then when you move forward, you replace him with someone who has more utility as a hitter, or hits harder. So I like the champion, but he's still kind of, to me, he's like a B. You know, he's that 4 out of 5. In the arena, you could have a ton of fun. It just makes Swift Parry useless. That's really what he does. As long as he has attack on him, unkillable, who cares? Anyways, we'll jump back in towards the end here. Alright, they're making their first couple of runs here at the boss. Probably not going to be overly successful. Luckily his A1 does have a 2-hitter, so a little more utility against Fire Knight there. Definitely helpful. Decrease defense, that's not bad, but would have liked decrease attack. Alright. She's in Relentless, but we're not getting it to proc yet, so that's kind of annoying. They're making their way through, though. Let's see if we can actually wear him down. As you can see why this battle took 15 minutes. Nice. Heartseeker, now we're in. Now we're in. But he's doing some serious damage there. Gets that increased attack on him, he's going to start whomping on the boss a little bit. 44, 36. Almost. Almost a nasty little moment there. Come on, Coldheart, use your relentless. That's the whole point of it. Anyways, as you can see, it's eventually going to win out. I'll bring you back a little bit later. Nah, they wiped. I'm not going to lie to you, but look at that damage. 1.2 million. What happened was they just kind of got themselves in a wave where these three went down, and it was just Stagnite and Nulga. And on auto, she doesn't care if the revive's right before the Fire Knight hits, so she'd bring him back, the Fire Knight would kill him. I'm sure it would have worked itself out at some point where he wiped out her and Stagnite due to max HP damage, but I didn't want to sit there and wait. So 7 minutes 22 seconds, called it, donezo. Anyways, Genbo, a lot of spots you can use him, but he is not an everyday hitter. Again, but A+ in the arena. That's my take on him. A+ in the arena. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell notifications. Appreciate you all, and you have yourself a wonderful day.